Now more about the actual project and the work that you all do. Break down Check Ting for me. What Check Ting is about.
Check Ting, well, you see, it started out completely different. I think it started out as the bill check. The whole idea behind it was actually my brother's idea. It was not, it was a conversation that Christian and I and my brother had. And we were
started
talking
off as a joke during movie night.
Right. We were talking about how awful customer service is in Trinidad. And then we did some research and found out that in the Caribbean we have the worst customer service. And we were like, oh, okay, to hear it. No, you know it bad, but to hear it, it's like,
People
man,
say
no.
it, but then to see the figures, it was a little bit staggering.
Yeah. So it was a shock to the system a little bit to see it in front of your face. And then my brother said, you know, Charlie, you're a good, well, Rachel, you're a good writer. And you know more about food than the average person. Why not start doing restaurant reviews?
Right.
And we started it that way, and it was never meant to be about food and alcohol and thing alone, but we were staying with what the viewers wanted, and it turned out where we're known for alcohol and food. I think we wanted to expand after, and we were getting kind of bored. And I didn't like when you Google Trinidad what was happening. It was just so much negativity.
Negative stuff, right?
Yeah, so I wanted to expand and say, you know what, we are going to change it to Check Ting, and we are going to basically introduce the world to Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
Through food and culture and entertainment, and the people, of course. That's why I love to do collabs and bring other people, change up the dynamic a little bit.
Right.
We have, I believe we have really great things in Trinidad. It's just not enough people. Thank God for people like you and a lot of other content creators. You know, people are getting to see different aspects of the country, the beautiful things that we have to offer. You know,
Right.
The lighter side of things.
How you think the industry looking now, the market at least looking now versus how it was when you all started?
when we now started, I think it was very strange for some companies to get on board with, you know, I hate this word, but influencers or content creators. Once they understood the audience, and a lot of them, they were forward thinking, they understood, because we were able to monetize this pretty early on, which I was shocked about. Now, however, with the downturn of the economy, I would say within the last a little under a year, it's been the toughest I've seen in this industry, because budget cuts and all these sorts of things in the companies, they're trying to figure out where is the best place to spend that money. But it's easier to send in a proposal and people not be like, what is this?
You have to explain,
Yeah, I barely have to explain. I barely have to send statistic sheets and stuff again, which is fantastic because that was so tedious. And do a whole cover letter explaining what we are and how the advertising works. It's very, very easy now, you know?
In the early days, it was like, what is this social media you speak of?
Like I say, I want to see those young people creating content in Trinidad and Tobago, and hopefully we are paving the way for them to have it a little bit easier in terms of the corporate Trinidad understanding them, you know, because it is a phenomenal avenue for marketing and advertising.
Okay, so I know your background is in design
That is right.
and advertising as well. You have some ins with the advertising.
Yes.
How does that contribute to what you all do on a daily?
Oh, a lot, because when you're doing your own graphics for yourself, that is a weight lifted there. You don't have to deal with contracting somebody else to do the design and this kind of thing. Now, mind you, I mean, we still butt heads.
I'm his worst client, by the way. Let me just put that out there.
Rachel is one of those clients. She will give you a job, and the job brief it'll go something like this. Like, you have a conversation, and you'll be like, okay, so you need X, Y, and Z. Yes. Okay, so what do you want this to look like? I don't know. What colors, along what color palette you're looking? You know, you want it warm, you want it cool? I don't know.
I don't know.
So basically, yes, I don't know. So I basically, you know, I have to like pull all of this out where the sun don't shine.
Right. Oh, that thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's magic, it's magic.
Yeah, but at the same time, that might be cool for a creative because you have the creative room to run and try things and experiment. You know.
I leave him to do it because I have faith in what he's going to produce. You mean that is his part of Checkting, you know? The look of Checkting and that sort of thing is his thing. So I leave him to do it.
At times,
But when it comes back though,
Yeah.
what is the response? Is it always, oh yeah, that's great, yeah, let's do that? Or is it?
no. There are times when I would do, or like take for instance the rebrand. Like we rebranded from Bill Check to Checkting. And then again, as a designer, I wanted to keep that brand identity in terms of the checkbox.
The tick right there. But that
Ticking
was
box.
that's iconic for you all.
Exactly. So that had to stay. But when the logo was redone and we changed over to Checkting, Rachel actually didn't like the logo. But we did a general consensus and the majority of people loved it.
Yeah.
So that's what we went with. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
and
at the end of the day, it's about the people.
I took a back seat. I was like, listen, something has to be right if I am the only person who doesn't too much care for it. And I mean, it's not always about what you want. If you look at projects like all about what you want, most likely it's not going to go anywhere, you know? So yeah, I give him that freedom and he's doing his thing.
It's about what works actually.
Of course.
What you want should be what works.
Right.
The dynamic of our work relationship actually is very similar to our personal relationship because, I mean, it's like one brand of madness put together with another brand of madness
Yeah.
and somewhere in the middle it works.
Yeah.
Rachel and Christian. It's an interesting thing, and I don't know if anybody ever asked or spoke about it. But you're all working together as a husband and wife team.
That's right.
That has been an interesting thing for me, you know, to observe.
Right.
It's not only an interesting thing for you to observe because a lot of people have asked questions like, oh, why did this make that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how do you make something like that?
To start with, I think is because of the type of relationship Christian and I have. It's tend to be better for us working together because we see each other like friends.
And we also don't subscribe to what I like to call as the silent swell-up.
Me? Silence.
The silent swell-up.
Yeah,
you swell up silently
Oh,
and you
swell
don't
up.
tell. Yeah, silent swell up.
Right.
Yeah.
You're there, swell up in silence, and you're not telling the other person what's wrong. It might sound cheesy, but communication is always key.
No, it is, especially working together because if I swell up about something that Christian is doing that I don't like, it's never going to get solved and most likely the project is going to either crash or come out awful, you know what I mean?
That and your husband is an incessant nag, so you don't even get time to swell up in silence.
You know, right, and as he does, he think a lot of people think because I'm the woman, I am the nag, and I hate arguing and I like to get things done. So the easiest way that I could get something done properly, I will do it. And if swelling up is in that formula, that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. I need to get it done now.
Yeah, Roti. Right. So today, I did something that I ain't doing a little bit, which is go to Patraj San Juan. But I was encouraged to do so by my good friends at Ting. I eat my usual shrimp and conch mix, which is what I do, with a nice dal puri. And the best way to describe it is home style. That way you go like that, home style. But yeah, it really tastes like a home cooked meal kind of scene, which is great for something that's being mass produced like that. So I think I'll go and get them a check again to see if if that was just that one time, or if these things really change around. I feel the way they hit it on the head there, I don't think it's a fluke. I think it's people that know what it is they're doing. So go and check them out, see what they think. Boom.